just raise the dead?
I definitely helped, but no, that's the one thing I can't do.
You were never able to raise the dead.
Huh? But she just did.
Maybe the hunter wasn't all dead.
Some part of them had to be alive, otherwise my spell wouldn't have done anything. Which makes sense, I guess.
Sounds like a reach to me.
Huh, coming from a vampire who loves to sunbathe at the pool.
Half vampire.
Half-dead hunter.
Either way, wouldn't count on that working again.
Yes, we know.
Just trying to help.
How? By keeping an eye on things out here while the big wigs decide the fate of the... Hunter. Not sure if you remember me, but we met briefly before. I'm...
The witch who called me back from the grave.
Told you.
Or Nico, but either works. And this is...
Robbie Reyes. Oh man, never thought I'd be standing next to you. Got quite a rep. I mean, caretakers told us. Stories.
That's Ileana.
Привет.
And I think you already met Blade.
Of course. Caretaker has reformed the Midnight Suns.
Whoa. How did you...
Your power. I can feel it. I always do.
So, welcome home.
There isn't time for a refresher, much less that sort of Prophecies be damned. It's good to see that face again. You look like it was yesterday.
And you look... older. How long was I in that crypt, Sarah?
No more than a few centuries. You were... missed.
Centuries? And what of Lilith?
Fallen by your hand. Until now.
Yeah, so speaking of Lilith...
Tony?
What? The kid's literally speaking of Lilith. Tony. That's my name.
Tony. That's, Carol and Dr. Spooky over there. Here to help.
Help with what, exactly?
Oh, I don't know. Throwing the magic amulet into the volcano? Smiting the Dragon Mother? You tell us, kid. You are the chosen one, after all.
Do you recall anything of that last encounter, child?
There was... a voice. The rest is hazy.
Oh, a voice. That's it? A voice? That's what we have to go on?
Results of your long crypt sleep, most likely.
A minor inconvenience. Everything required to restore those memories is contained within my sanctum.
I will simply...
With everything...
Even given the fluctuations in the... Are you ready, Lilith?
You are a sorcerer supreme.
Normally, yeah.
Is that another language, or...?
For the first time as Sorcerer Supreme, I cannot foresee
Your
how the
sanctum
future
will
unfolds,
survive.
and with my
We shall
apprentice
see
in
to
danger,
that.
we cannot tarry. Indeed, the Sanctum Sanctorum has weathered its fair share of trouble over the years. Blaze storms, a few short-tempered celestials that issue with the Zoning Commission. But this time, it feels different. I do not doubt Wanda's capability, but in any... I suggest we should hurry. As much as I'd love to hear a first-hand account of your exploits, time is of the essence.
You are standing in limbo. Nexus of all realities, both real or otherwise. A chaotic but secret realm, beyond the influence of Lilith. Thus far.
Are you certain of that? Because I am sensing all kinds of...
Dark energy. That feeling you're being watched. General hellhole vibe.
Yes.
All these potentialities converging at once? Truly surprising feat, Miss Rasputin. For someone so young, of course.
You think this is crazy? Wait until you see Manhattan.
From here, magic can open gateways to just about anywhere on our planet, and beyond. We don't want to risk punching through the wards protecting your sanctum, Doctor, so we've chosen a safe exit a few blocks over instead.
Couldn't be worse than the last time.
It was just a simple miscommunication.
Ocean Avenue. I said Ocean Avenue, Magic.
Hey, I'm walking here. All I ate today was a bagel.
Well, at least we know the wards of protection are still in place.
I hesitate to call this good news, but I'm seeing minimal Hydra resistance between you and the Sanctum.
Looks can be deceiving, I'm afraid. There's no ways for interesting tactic.
For the mother! Taking the shot!
Lilith will not be pleased with your efforts.
They're not quite ready to give up just yet.
That gamma spike we detected in your area seems to be growing. Let's assume that's not a good thing.
Gamma or not? Hell. The advantage is mine.
The light shines on the most dutiful.
the responsibility of Sorcerer Supreme with great ease, Doctor.
Wanda is calling out to me. I feel her struggle. And I won't be doing that again.
I'll put this to use. They're mine.
Now that was something. It is all coming back to me.
The Neighborhood Association is...
Well, that certainly escalated quickly. Do I even want to know what that beast is?
Venom. Until now, a pale imitation of a very heroic young friend of mine.
We will feed your ugly tongue to the scorpions, marinated in its stomach juices, and spleen. I'm still in my prime. Come get it. No time to live. Get this thing off me! I see you. We will peel back your flesh. Can't break free. No fair hitting back. This house belongs to Mother, as you belong to us. And slowly savor your delicious brains. Are the rest of your mother's children so chatty?
Thankfully, no.
Let's give it a go. Even a Sorcerer Supreme has room to grow. Show you the way. I'm skeptical of your chances, but stranger things have happened.
no escape from me, demon.
Hold up. We don't know what we're dealing with yet.
Being friendly. Seemed like you folks could use a hand, Doc.
Spider-Man!
Jeez, Eddie, what happened to you? That's sort of a horrifyingly terrible new look. His tongue was gross enough, but whoa! Someone is extra touchy today.
We will rip your face off and suck the marrow from your bones!
Always nice to see you too, buddy. So, I'm thinking your friends here could use a little break. How about I take Eddie here for his afternoon walk? Don't worry, Doc. That's just his way of saying he cares!
Congratulations. New world or not, some things remain unchanged.
The look.
What look?
Boldly charging headfirst into the jaws of your enemy. Courageously risking the lives of yourself and your teammates. Just to play the hero. This is the Fire Dragon all over again.
Fire Dragoon. My memories may be fragmented, but as I recall, I killed the bastard.
And all it cost was a village.
Of course. I see it now. The look.
Cut him some slack. It wasn't that simple.
It never is. Which is why I sent you to help. Now that things have settled down, you should get some rest. It won't always be this quiet.
That was a complete fiasco.
And it would have been far worse had the Spider-Man.
Hey, for what it's worth, I think you did on the Stark scale of reckless.
It is doubtful you could have done better. If you could, you would not have raised me from the dead.
Whoa, 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 don't go. You did a commendable job. I couldn't help. No one should be. So, here we. Full transparent.
But I do not have a quill.
Even better.
Relax, Tony. I simply jest. It is an ink derived of the spider lily flower. Red spider lily flowers.
Of course it was. Obviously.
With just a touch of amphibian blood. For power.
Haha! Another. Well.
May your sleep.
Right back at you.
Hi, I'm Tony Stark. But if you're hearing this message, you already know that. When I'm not saving the world, I solve the world's problems with technological means, like the one you're holding. I call it the Spark, a secure information and communication device built only for superheroes. It does all the usual, private messages, pictures, and calls for some reason. But it also comes with access to Superlink, a private social network exclusively for your cape-wearing, world-saving compatriots. You might ask, Tony, aren't you just repurposing a failed product from your communications division? If you do, I'll revoke access and let everyone else know you're a jerk. I call it the Wonder Man rule.
Can we advance?
No! Hold the line! I can stop her! Only I can stop her!
Charlie! I know. I missed you too. Let her enjoy the moment. She's been visiting your door every morning for the past 300 years.
Oh, it must have been so hard on her.
Not just her. I suppose that's why I might have been a little curt before.
A little?
You already made the ultimate sacrifice once. Maybe I'm in no rush to see you do it again.
We do not choose our destiny.
But we can choose to duck.
First lesson you ever taught me.
And still the most important. Especially now that you have all these eyes on you.
I have noticed.
To these people, you are a being of myth and legend. A grand hero of old. And they're right. You are a hero. But I also know the battle that rages within your soul. It's not enough that you are a hero. You need to decide what type of hero you will be. I'm sure there will be plenty of opportunity for that in the days to come. For now, I would head to the...
Good girl, Charlie.
Charlie was restless all night. I should have known something was wrong. We'll talk more later.
Ah, I see.
Next thing I know.
I don't get it. Strange couldn't just magic his way in?
Something about the whole alien thing threw off his mojo.
That explains so much. No wonder he gets so strange around me. See what I did there?
I'm a vampire. I see everything.
Stylish, damn near indestructible, and we even got the size right. Not bad for our first collaboration. I hate to... Who would have thought Mr... Certainly got...
I will reserve judgment until I try it in combat.
There's a 99.9%. Either way, you're... Batul, you were out, what? I'm betting you...
I take it this new version is a...
Impact-resistant carbon composites, some patent-pending alloy mesh, and a few touches from Dr. Spook. And hey, the built-in...
So it is...
Lightweight, near... Frankly, I wouldn't have used your...
Is all this magic?
It might surprise some people. Isotope decay, magnetic fields, and gamma oscillation make a lot more sense to me than Eye of Newt. At least...
I cannot help but feel partially...
Well, I wouldn't take it personally. But yeah, things have...
Seen anything strange?
What, other than my roommate? But on a more serious note, this place... Magic.
The great Iron Man is not scared, is he?
Let's just say I'll be more comfortable once... I feel like I'm... basically, we've got... Sounds insane.
Okay.
Have you ever known it to work? We need to know what we're making. Otherwise...
You...
Pops was a founding member. Tragedy struck. I spent my... Then, so I did what anybody...
I guess we have...
Yeah, no kidding. Just kidding.
Thanks for catching.
Anytime. Remember, if you have a...
Interesting.
Hunter, your new attire? I know it's easy to look upon.
You mean a physician of the medical arts?
I assure you, you're awake.
You lost much yesterday, Doctor. I am the one who should be asking you how you are feeling.
I appreciate that, Hunter. I admit, and you're right. I, for one, I still can't believe, with all my reason.
While we bask in the light of peace, our enemies conspire within our shadow.
You truly are your mother's
I would not know. I am simply paraphrasing Caretaker.
The point... But
That creature on the roof.
Unfortunately, yeah. He's something of a fix...
My mother has a gift for bringing out the worst in people.
Yes, and in this case,
Tell me about your...
In your time, I'm sure you... The Sanctum...
And no one has ever broke...
There's always a first for everything. Perhaps it was arrogance.
How did Wanda come in?
Wanda's story is... There was an accident on the Abbey grounds.
That must have been some accident.
Agatha had... As their train... Eventually...
Let us talk later.
Visit...
Now, I doubt advanced ga... How's it going, boss? No problem. What do you think?
Hunter, when you have a minute, come meet me in the yard.
Fascinating. What is this? Intriguing. That is something. Curious.
Welcome to the... Caretaker put me in. Now that we know... Any question?
I did, but they are about you.
Right when it's time to train?
Everyone loves you when you are dead. Tell me, does that mean you are half-loved?
She didn't describe you as a snarky jackass, but here we are. All right, Tony Stark Jr. Ask your questions.
Tell me about...
All right.
Why did you join? Vampire hunting is a solitary affair.
Guess I never found the right team.
Is that all?
No, but that's all I'll share. If I trust you.
What can you tell me about...
Nothing.
I'm not asking you to break anyone's confidence.
Fine. Which one?
Tell me about Nico.
She's the youngest, but she acts like she's in charge.
Why let her act?
She's usually right, and she keeps us on track. I didn't think we'd get along, but we wouldn't be the Midnight Suns without her.
What makes you say that?
She has a lot of heart, and that's why we let her. Anybody else?
What about...
He's exactly what he seems. Well, sort of. He's open with people. He's quick to make friends, and once he does, he's your friend for life. So don't let him down, or I'll hold it against you. Anyone else?
What do you know?
Keeps to herself.
That is it?
She's a private person.
When does she...
At her own pace. Anybody?
Nobody else.
Sure.
Thanks, Blade.
Mm-hmm. No pain, no gain. See you around.
Like the way you move out there, Hunter. Guess Dr. Strange picked the right supernatural demon hunter to resurrect. I'm Carol. Kidding. Not gonna lie. Well...
The Venom creature...
That thing's tougher than a Flurkin furball. You better steer clear of him and his creepy slime shield for a while. Strange, Caretaker, and the rest of the funky... As in Hydra. Steve's always said they aren't much for talking. But then again...
Just how far...
Let's just say that
A quantum what?
You'll see. Find me in the war room. Welcome back from the... Well met.
Curious. Intriguing. Ah, I see.
Nothing is certain these days, but these readings are too distinct to ignore. The Gamma signature is...
Sorry, Bruce, we lost you. Did you say Gamma?
hell? Multi-million-dollar piece of experimental technology. Here she kicks it.
Let's see. Trench coat, sunglasses at night. Someone tell me these midnight warehouse raids are...
Gamma signatures and unstable isotopes aren't really in my wheelhouse, so we'll be patching Dr. Banner through from Avengers Tower.
I always considered Faustus a bit of a crackpot, but his fundamental science must be sound. The device would have surely exploded otherwise after your display, Carol.
Learned it by watching you, Bruce.
Watch me.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. It's about... They cannot possibly match your strength.
One more time.
They are hoping to wear me down. Looks like they have help.
I've never been one to buy into the science of magic, but the data I'm seeing is hard to ignore. More things in heaven and earth, Horatio.
You know you're talking to a vampire. You're a resurrected demon hunter, right? Here it comes. I'm still in my prime.
Hell.
Ready up.
Maybe you should teach me that one.
Hostile reinforcements inbound. You look a little nervous.
Is it possible he somehow stabilized the rate of decay within the particles themselves? How else could he be achieving such a high yield?
I don't know, Bruce. I'll be sure to ask him when we're done punching out the bad guys.
Time to get...
You do not have to show off for me, Blade.
Go! Now! Quickly!
Let's go! Go!
For the record, Bruce, I did not smash that.
Noted, Carol. Perhaps you might direct all that energy towards your newfound adversaries instead. And the mysterious cargo they're attempting to escape with?
light's gift.
Let us see if they have an answer for this.
Your fate is weak, even for Hydra.
Energy.
They must really want to piss me off. Reinforcements inbound.
Preliminary analysis of the blast confirms high levels of gamma and various unknown energies.
Unknown to you, there is dark magic. We must help Hydra escape.
How invigorating.
One less thing to worry about. Approximately 16,342 more to go. I suggest starting with the remaining Hydra forces in your vicinity.
Interesting.
Movement here. Never surrender.
That's not right.
Let's see how tough you are.
To be crystal clear, we won't be able to recreate Faustus's experiment or track potential future variants' gamma signatures without a baseline resonant sample from his initial occult catalyst.
Got it. Stop the truck.
I'll put this to good use. Time to bleed. It's weirdos like these that give people like us a bad reputation. You asked for it. For the mother. We'll all go together. So they're gonna remember me.
These delays can be quite frustrating. Infuriating, even. I suppose by now I'd normally be tromping through the warehouse hurling the puny truck at the moon.
Don't worry, Bruce. I've got a pair of torn purple pants with your name on them.
The light is on our side.
Arigato.
of making your presence known.
I'm on it.
Regroup at position Tango.
Doesn't look like much to me.
You were too weak for this fight.
We've done it!
What is this thing?
Bad guy crate. Full of bad guy stuff.
I know those symbols from the time of the first hunt. That glyph means barrier, that one almighty. Something, something, gods and demons.
So a spooky bad guy crate.
Very spooky. Designed to contain powerful magic. Be careful.
Got it. Don't cross the streams.
Never do. How about we get this thing back to the Abbey and see for ourselves?
Let me see. How did this work again?
Come on, Hunter, I know you're awake in there. You just replied to me. You're as stubborn as Blade. Just because you immortals have all the time in the world doesn't mean the rest of us do. Open the door already! Come on, Hunter, I know you're awake in there. You just replied to me. Good. You answered. Getting hard to keep finding ways to say open door around here. And despite what Robbie says, I don't think the Staff of One speaks High Elven. Blood magic stuff. Cool room. Spacious. Aw, is that bed for Charlie?
Yes.
So, if you're planning on giving me some sort of brooding code of the stoic warrior speech, I'm immune. Just ask later magic. From what I just saw out there, whatever crazy ancient living weapons stuff Caretaker put you through back in the day did a real number on you. We got a lot of work to do.
Work?
Yeah, talking to people, making friends, basic human stuff. Or quasi-human. You're a Midnight Sun now. One of us.
Nico, I was just Hydra bombed. I could use some rest.
You and me both. Been bad dreams every night for me lately. I, keep seeing Wanda. She... Despite almost getting blown up. I know this entire situation's gotta suck for you. Not just the whole resurrected, chosen one thing. I get why facing Lilith won't be easy. I was...
Sorry to hear you went through that.
It was bad, but look, makes me hate her even more.
I did not realize you carried such pain.
I just learned. I'm kidding. No. So, I won't forget it. So, what did you think of the movie?
I understood more than I should.
How? You've been dead for 3 centuries.
I'm not so sure I was dead. Not exactly. I recall a deep slumber, not the void. I dreamt.
Of what?
Of everything. Much of this world is familiar to me. I know it from my dreams.
That's not creepy at all. So, do you know everything?
No, Think of it like this. I know what a car is, but I have no idea how to drive.
You're up to date, but not omniscient. Then I'm guessing you don't know much about me.
Just what you shared earlier.
You're always free to ask. Like, what's the Staff of One, or who were the Runaways?
I had some questions about your staff.
Sure. But first, the basics. The Staff of One interprets words or phrases as spells, but it can only cast a spell once. No repeats.
Can you tell me how the Staff of One functions?
It's, blood magic, so my own blood is required to summon it. You wouldn't believe how many adhesive bandages I go through each year.
What about the words you speak?
They come true. Kind of. And not always the way I expect. It's like making a wish, but you can never make the same wish again.
I had some...
The run...
Were you all heroes who banded together?
No, we were normal kids. We saw each other once a year when our parents got together to reminisce. And then we found out 2 very disturbing things. First, our parents were supervillains who sacrificed children to evil gods. Second, each of us had some sort of powerful birthright. Our parents wanted us to follow in their footsteps.
What did you do?
We ran. You know, typical.
Who was on...
At first, Chase with his mad science gear, Molly, our pint-sized powerhouse, Carolina, the solar-powered sweetheart. Gert had a telepathic link to Old Lace, a genetically engineered Deinonychus from the 87th century. I handled the blood magic, though I didn't understand it much. And Alex,
Where are your friends?
Molly attends Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters. Carolina left Earth to marry alien nobility. Gert... She didn't make it. After Gert passed... As for Alex, I go...
If each magical effect...
Not really. Like, you know.
I should get go...
I'm glad to see you're using your free time productively. Looks like you're finding your way around. Maybe making some new friends.
I was planning on getting some rest, but...
Things are moving at... Not...
To stand still is to move back.
You got that one from Agatha. She used to say it all the time.
Used to?
I'm sorry.
What?
Fears. Or maybe...
You do not have to do this.
Thank you. But I do. And more so than anyone. Agatha... Wanda's ability.
Agatha was killed.
Yes. So I know the others still...
I do not envy you. That must have been a difficult decision.
It's my job. I conjured... You should pay your respect. Good night.
Agatha?
You always did have the most remarkable eyes, Hunter. Just like your mother's. Maybe that's why you're the first.
The first?
To commune with the spirits, of course.
Is this a trick of some kind? Because I am not amused.
No, it's no trick, dear. You're just the first to see me. By now you've heard I had a bit of trouble with my corporeal body. I actually find it quite liberating.
You are dead.
Always straight to the heart of things. That's my Hunter.
You seem strangely at ease about this whole thing.
After 1,000 years of living, you learn to take things in stride. Even death.
And what have you been doing all this time?
Meet me by the cave just over there. You know the one.
The Bloodgate? Caretaker always told me to stay away from that place.
I think we can safely lift the veil on a few more of our secrets. What's the worst that can happen? Ominous-looking portal is known as a Blood Gate, and you're the only one among us who can pass through it.
Bloodgate? Caretaker? That is something.
As the goddess of balance and order, Ashtor was sometimes called the Giver of Justice. You can expect a fair fight, or at least her idea.
They cannot possibly match your strength. You were too weak for this fight. I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. Leave some for the rest of us. Now that was something.
Compared to our girl, these hellhounds are nothing but mindless beasts.
Your mother abandons you. Feel my call.
Good girl, Charlie. Oh, and you too, Hunter. You finished this trial, but don't worry. The other gods are waiting. place. But it's your birthright, and I think after everything you've been through, you can handle it now. The two of you, your lineage follows an unbroken... And if you call upon, they won't work miracles for you, but their blessing. Why don't you ask...
The Goddess of Order approves.
After all this time, it's still just as beautiful as the first time I laid eyes on it. It's hard to believe Lilith and Caretaker brought this place all the way from Transia. Of course, it was no coincidence that they wound up so close to Salem. This area is particularly attuned to the forces of magic. That's why the Elder God's influence was so prevalent here, and why our sanctuary here has remained all but impregnable over the centuries. Why don't you come Oh, and good night.
You are the best girl. You know that, right?
Is this thing on? Hunter, please come to the forge at your earliest convenience. Again, that's Hunter to the forge. Thank you. Strange out.
Noble Ashtur guides my hand. Blessings of... It is one of the elemental rods. She believes in our purpose. This is which sign? Oshtur smiles upon me. Noble Oshtur guides my hand. Just what I was looking for. This looks like a fairy ring. I needed that.
Peace.
Hunter, just in time. His royal weirdness and I were deciding what...
If Hydra is now working...
And you think you can do it with whatever is in the container?
Tony has...
I hope the two of you create something powerful. I want to stop Lilith quickly and decisively.
As I said, his...
But Tony's eccentricity...
Right now with...
I look forward to seeing what you come up with.
Me too. Approach the anvil, Hunter. Oh, and I was just about to binge watch my story. By the hoary hosts of Hoggoth, I can hardly believe it.
What? Is it worse than you expected?
No, it's totally unexpected. It's the Eternity Dagger. This was in a place of honor in my bedchamber in the Sanctum for years. The Sanctum Sanctorum is no common domicile to be burglared. These barbarians... One sorcerer's trap...
Ooh, new coil. Let's get to work. How does this look? Later.
Hey, Hunter. Got a sec to spare?
You've been here more in the past few days than I have since... ever. The Forge is pretty badass, but the creature trapped inside riles up my own inner demon. Speaking of, there's something you should know about me.
You are bonded with the spirit of vengeance?
Damn, you're good! How could you tell?
You are not the first spirit of vengeance to join the Midnight Suns. I fought beside another just a few days... 3 centuries ago.
Oh man, sometime...
Sparky?
That's what I... Also...
I am the Scourge of the Lilin. My name is whispered in fear across the 7 hells. When I fight, I make war, not make-believe, Robbie. Be sure your Sparky is ready to do the same.
Damn, Hunter! You talk the same kind of... Okay.
I will head...
He's the guy...
That is... something.
Hunter, ready to get your burn on?
Like playing with fire.
Ready for more?
Hunter, report to the war room. We've got a mission.
Got a minute, Hunter? Crazy world you woke up to, Hunter. Hydra...
It is indeed, Daywalker.
And that op against Faust...
Are you trying to make a point with this?
No, I mean, I just wanted to catch up.
I see. Well...
She's something...
Excuse me?
Smart.
And do you find all of your allies equally impressive?
Yes. No. Wait. What are you trying to say?
Nothing. Is there anything else you require of me?
No, I'm good. I would appreciate it if we could see you around.
What's Robbie's deal? I can't figure him out. Don't get me wrong, I like him. But then he turns into a burning psycho when we're on mission.
Funny. He said the same thing about you.
Really?
No, I am kidding. But he has a similar sense of humor.
We both laugh at your dumb jokes?
Did I not just say that?
It's good we have that in common.
You called for me, Captain?
Keep telling ya. Got a lead on some particular...
Then let us get going.
My thoughts exact...
Lost?
Well, I updated her on the mission.
There is no passage to New York. Oh.
Now you see my problem.
Every second we delay is a victory for Lilith. I have little patience for child's games in the midst of our war.
No argument there. I've known magic. Maybe you'll... Well, good luck.
I shall return.
Fingers crossed. I feel closer to Julie.
See, Hunter, you're so much more than a weapon. You're fun.
This room belonged to...
Wanda. Let me get... Well, I am...
It is never easy to lose...
We did not lose. Wanda's first... She would never...
That is no child.
You do not... I know what she's going through. Your heart's... I cannot...
Then put the damn book down and help me get her back.
You are nothing if not direct. Not to mention unrelenting. I can respect that. And perhaps... Okay, it is time. Perhaps Dr. Strange... goodbye.
We still have so many more movies to show you, like 70s grindhouse flicks.
What is the strangest spell you ever cast?
On purpose?
Go on.
She used to obsess about...
What happened?
She'll...
That was irresponsible and reckless.
Look, Ray finds a way to bring it up every time we talk, so you mind being less judgy? Of course it was irresponsible. It's also why... I won't forget it. First we crawl, then we stumble.
I take it you found our... When Hydra isn't it's fairly rude. Why don't you check the mirror? Hunter, you're growing on me. I did the math. It would actually be faster for me to fly.
So what is stopping you?
Shockwaves would shatter most of the glass in my first
That is not good.
We're sending you straight to the coordinates Captain Marvel identified in New York. Dr. Banner has confirmed that the gamma signature...
Forsake her.
Looks like Captain Marvel was right on the...
Heroes. A single world-ending calamity is never enough to satiate your appetite for destruction. We'll insist on meddling further, forcing our hand yet again. That's just me.
Faustus has a radio. I'm assuming whatever Hydra is attempting to flee with on that chopper is our target. I suggest we stop it and see for ourselves.
service! Your suffering grows with every strike.
Stop me like that.
Awaiting reinforcements.
You know what to do.
You don't even know what it is you're pursuing. The Gamma Disruptor you so narrowly escaped with in our last encounter was only the beginning.
Show yourself to me, Faustus, and I will open more in your eyes.
Such ferocious spirit. You truly are your mother's child, Hunter.
Your time has come. Hail them.
Surrender!
Engaging guns!
Looks like they want to try a few more.
The last thing we need is for that pompous buffoon to win today. Stop that chopper, please.
With pleasure.
Interesting.
That should keep them grounded. Now let's get everything back to the Abbey for analysis.
Such arrogance. Our brave soldiers will never allow you.
Oh, shut up already. Take them down.
It's about time. Which arm are you guys again? Arm D, B team, third string?
Will be forgotten.
Our loyal soldiers are punching bags you've come to expect, are they? Somehow these humans, these mere mortals, dare to stand against ye fearsome gods! All is possible with Mother!
I am impressed.
They're displacing! Hail Hydra! The spirit grows weak.
You should have known better.
You are lucky to still be breathing.
You have been judged. This will be your end.
Well done. Seems like that's the last of them.
Last? There are more heads to the Hydra than you will ever comprehend, heroes. This is a minor setback at most.
Well, at least we don't have to listen to you any longer today. I consider that alone a victory.
Well done. If Hydra wasn't paying attention before, they are now. Stay sharp.
Count on it. Feeling a chill, Magic?
You could say that.
Figure what out?
You're observed.
You are trying to figure out how to bring Wanda back.
Close, Hunter. But no. Something much more...
Sinister?
When I was holding the transdimensional...
What did you see?
I did not see.
Oh?
Something... All I know... And when...
I know what you mean. Danger is something I am a little too comfortable with myself. Reminds me of my mother. There is almost a comfort in it.
Yes, you understand. Not many can. I'd like to be left to my thoughts now, Hunter. I still have a lot of thinking to do, while I try to make sense of what I felt at the docks and the energetic shifts that ripple through Limbo. I will let you know if I do.
There is my ferocious Charlie girl.
Hey.
Whenever we foil Hydra's plans,
Robbie, what was most important to you before you were pulled into this life?
Same thing as after. My little brother Gabe. He may be on the other side of the country, but he's what keeps me going.
Gabe must be proud of his big brother.
Yeah, he is. Oh, you mean for what we're doing here? Nah, he doesn't know that part of my life.
Are you ever going to tell him?
I don't know. Maybe one day? For now, he just needs Robbie in his life.
He is a lucky kid.
Thanks, Hunter.
Salutations. I'm glad to see you're getting comfortable with the words of power, Hunter. If you're going to continue our little investigation of the Abbey, they'll be vital to your success.
Investigation?
A side project, but a potentially transformative one. With my blessing, Wanda was working to uncover what may be the most powerful. Just what in the hell do you think? That anger wasn't meant for you, dear. You know that, right? Don't hold it against Sarah.
She may try to mask her feelings, but you know she is struggling with what happened. Why are you hiding from her?
For most people, the captivating relationships of their lives are formed over a matter of days and years. Sarah and I spent centuries together exploring this world, fighting the darkness, watching cities and even nations form and then crumble. And yet we persevered together.
You still have not answered my question.
It may be difficult to understand, but she needs this time. Sending Wanda away, sealing the library, that elaborate memorial she conjured up, she didn't waste any time trying to bury what happened.
You are right. I do not understand.
It isn't up to me to reveal myself. It's up to her to accept what happened and allow herself to grieve. When that happens, we'll see each other again, but not before.
I trust you will do what is right for Sarah. So, what is it you are looking at here?
Yes, we should get back to the real reason I asked you to meet me here. The Abbey grounds have a great deal of history. Many of its secrets remain hidden, even after all this time.
Even to you?
Even to me. Wanda had taken to exploring the grounds in search of a strange energy we both sensed. Knowing that Sarah had no intention of waking... Of course, I'm sure it's...
An investigation that involves experiments? Why do I feel like you are going to get me into trouble?
Since when has that ever stopped you? Let's meet out at the altar. I'll try to do a better job of explaining from there. Charlie will show you the way if you've forgotten. Like most things on the grounds here, there's more to this place than meets the eye. Do you remember the words I taught you as a child?
Are you going to make me say it?
Humor an old, dead woman.
Oh. Hocus pocus.
You haven't. The words may each represent.
And where?
Scattered to the wind.
Let me guess.
That's right. Hopefully.
But you have not actually told me what the greater purpose is here. What are we doing this for?
All in good time. In fact, But there is one...
An arm.
Just a little. Like so. Make yourself.
That...
It...
Perhaps I should try this somewhere else. This does not work. The patterns do not match. The old magic still holds. What was Wanda up to here? Only one more to go. There. Finished.
The moon seals are ancient talismans, and in your case...
Is that why Wanda was here?
Just as we...
But that is not what happened.
Wanda's connection to the old gods.
But you knew...
I did.
Then what really happened here?
When Wanda tried to use this moon seal to... She had vision. What started...
And now I am on the same path. So where is...
Beyond the Standing Stones. I doubt you'll...
There are cracks in this wall. Caretaker hardly spoke of him, but I like to imagine my father was a great hero whose spirit protected his words. I was always drawn to this place as a child, but somehow I had almost forgotten about it. This rubble looks loose. Intriguing. Interesting. What is this? Fascinating. This is witch sign. Was I ever really this innocent? Maybe before I started my training. She believes in our purpose. Perhaps a witch from the Salem Coven made this. The Great Seer, known as Endra Moore, is buried here. Much like Nico, her powers came dangerously close to crossing the line. But she was among the most loyal of the Midnight Suns. My old fort. I never got the chance to truly know my mother. Only the monster she became. The Standing Stones, There is powerful magic at work here.
The second... I should warn you. The god.
And if I do...
You dust yourself off. Or...
And what if...
Neither of you... The Elder... Well...
Then I should make...
I'm sure...
I will do...
I should have known you'd wind up here eventually. You were somehow always here as a child.
If only I had...
It wasn't you I was hiding it from. Lilith's were... It was the...
And then you...
If only...
What happened?
A great sickness came upon this area just...
With all your power...
Lilith was... In the end...
You were not...
We were all of... I'm sure...
I cannot...
Lilith made... She was
But she never found one.
No, despite her efforts, nothing ever worked.
I can see how...
With darker times...
What did...
She did what any...
Is that when you took me from her?
It wasn't long after that. Things...
The plague that turned...
No, the sister I had fought alone.
I have never...
It's hard to... Maybe now...
Thank you, Sarah.
Anything for you, Hunter.
If only it were always this easy to bring a family together. Tell me about...
Believe it or not, you could thank your father for those good looks of yours. There is a striking resemblance.
I only have the faintest memory of him.
He was honest. I'm old enough to admit that now.
But he loved...
And you were... I know that feeling all too well.
Ah, I see.
After all these years, it is good to see your face again.
Wish I could say the same, Mother. Now enough with this deception and reveal your true form.
But this is my true form. The way I was when you were just a sweet, helpless little baby. You don't remember that, do you? Well, I do. Bringing you into the world was the happiest time in my life.
And taking you out of this world again will be mine.
I had thought the words of power would...
And what truth is that?
The truth they are keeping from you. You need only...
Wait! Mother! Where did you... Was that really her? Hello, my sweet girl.
I just hope this is what you were expecting, Hunter. An undeniable essence of power.
Hey, Hunter. Let's see what you've done here. What do you think? How long did you say you were exposed to this thing? It's probably fun.
Always a pleasure.